Time for another video. It's gonna be like a freestyle. No rapping, just going in on tethers predominantly, man. You know, I'm not just really thinking about tethers, man. They ain't got into politics, man. They cause some damage to us FBAs, man. Like, man, these people, man, they really they really see us as an enemy, man. Like, if you, like, I can kind of see why they would try to phase us out, man. Like, of course, I don't agree with it. Most FBA don't. Like, they try to make us African, right? So it's kind of like everybody is saying, like, all right, these guys, these FBA is African. We African. So they really didn't do nothing. They're just like an offshoot of us. You know, speaking as a tether. That's what a tether thinks. We're basically like an offshoot of them. Like, man, like, my thing is, man, people need to learn how to respect boundaries, man. It's like we're a different ethnic group. And people need to accept that. Yeah, you can say we black and this and that, and the cops, they don't care who is black and this and that, but we're still another ethnic group. The disrespect comes in when y'all try to say we some kind of offshoot of you without saying the other blacks are offshoots of you. And if y'all say that, y'all still respect your boundaries between the Jamaican, the Haitian, Caribbean, Brazilian, Belizean. It's like you can't look at us in America and think because you've been over here in America for about a generation or two and try to conflate us with you some kind of way, man. You gotta come over here and recognize that we're another ethnic group. You can't recognize us as like we're some offshoot of, we're some derivative of you, of an African or something. That's where the disrespect comes in. You can't be in the politics trying to lump us in with all in together politics, man. You gotta treat us as a separate entity. Like you would a Mexican or Asian, you know, somebody from Guatemala or something. You can't just make us some kind of all in together black person, man. You know, y'all gave us an African American label, and I always never really liked that label, man. You know, I never really liked it. You know, I used to try to think about what I can put beside it. You know, I could say like other. Remember, I used to do that in high school. Other. Now they got black mixed with the African American on a lot of forms. See, that's disrespectful right there. You know, that kind of put us in a trap situation. You know, you don't want to say African American, so they just put black with it. No, man, you gotta have FBA on these forms now. Yeah, it's gonna be some tethers, non-FBA tethers trying to mark that down and marking it down like the FBA. It's gonna have to be some scrutiny going on, man. You know, some black people say, well, it ain't important, man. We all black. No, that's an insult right there. How would you feel using a slave on a plantation? You heard about the future. That two Africans, man. You got some some of our ancestors were African, and they remember being sold. You know, they remember looking out over the plantation field, little children wondering when people was gonna come on boats to come get rescue them. Come walk through that door. Like, man, what you tethers, what you non-FBA Africans and what y'all did, man, like, it's unforgivable, man. Like, y'all actually deserve to be killed. Like, even though I'm saying the ones who speak out, because the ones who keep quiet, you can say, well, they know their place in the situation. But the ones who are speaking out, trying to unify with us in some kind of way, man, like, y'all can't speak that, man. Y'all need to be silent. It's like one of them situations, you know, like on the shows, man, where some of them television shows, they had like a real serious topic. Then you hear like the clapping, and then like it'll fade to black, like it'll get silent and fade to black. Like a good times, like, you know, Carl Winslow will say something. You know, there's some good cops out here, but there's still some bad cops. Racism still exists. Then it'll get silent. You know, let it marinate, then fade to black. That's how you tethers need to behave, man. Y'all can't say nothing. Y'all should shut up, man. Cause really, y'all deserve to be offed for even uttering your mouth, talking about unifying and what we doing is bad. Y'all need to be silent, man. I don't care if y'all want to unify. Y'all think we all brothers. No, man. Y'all people did dirt. Y'all like to talk about we African, man, but y'all sold a lot of us. You know, a lot of us is not really of African descent like that, but we do have some of y'all in us. But that don't mean y'all have a right to our heritage and to our culture, man. Y'all need to be silent, just like them television shows. On a serious topic, the last word gets said, let it marinate. Be silent, man. Know y'all jump up talking about black on black crime. That kind of stuff is not helping y'all, man. It's just making, like a guy like me, I can speak for me. I hear like a guy, Bushmeat Barrister, and all these guys on Tariq Nasheed Twitter space talking about black on black crime, and y'all got people cutting off hands and stuff in Africa, cutting off feet, blood diamonds, children walking around with AKs and penny loafers on and dilapidated pants and all that stuff. And you talking about, you speaking from a place of Americanization, man. Like, don't matter if you now an American, man. Your ancestry, your people, your generation, a short while ago, is from Africa or the Caribbean, from South America somewhere. You can't come over here. I'm an American now. It doesn't work like that. No matter if you got sworn in. It's gonna take a while for those values for an Americanization to take place. Let's take for instance a Godfrey, comedian. There's a reason why he speak the way he do. He been here a long time. He been around black people, FBAs and all that. You know, during the pro-black, you know, boom in the 80s and stuff like that, in the 90s. He understands racism. You know, now he might hang around some questionable individuals, but I can tell he understands it. You know, you can't ignore it. Coming back from that long, it's gonna take something like that. A lot of you Africans, Caribbeans, man, in America, y'all been here for a little while. Y'all haven't been here long enough. And I should say, y'all haven't been here in a time where racism was heavy. It's heavy now, but y'all don't have a long stretch. Y'all don't have no reference point. Y'all going off hearsay. Y'all categorizing us based on hearsay. You can't dare utter baby mamas, man. You come from a place where y'all sell children. You can't do that stuff, man. Like, y'all don't understand our culture. Lying and scheming, I hear that from us all the time. We are lying and scheming. That's a serious offense to be labeled as a person who's always lying all the time. Y'all shouldn't want to be that, man. That's not something trivial. Y'all be in these spaces, people call y'all a liar, y'all shrug that off. That's really an offense, man. But y'all don't see it as an offense because of the kind of culture y'all have where y'all do that, lying and scheming to survive, cheating, treachery. But it infuriates me, man, seeing you non-FBAs in the media being propped up by white society, politics and movies and film. It infuriates me, man, because y'all think, white society in particular, I'm speaking to y'all think y'all gonna somehow fade us away, man. I'm gonna teach white supremacy to my children. You're not gonna just forget about it, man. Y'all gonna have to make it right. Y'all not gonna just wait it out. And if y'all do that, it's gonna turn into hatred, man. I'm telling y'all how it's gonna play out. If you keep denying foundational black Americans justice and our just due, we're gonna start teaching each other to hate y'all. See, we don't necessarily hate y'all now. I can say white supremacists. Yeah, I gotta hate y'all. I hate y'all because y'all hate me. That's a must. But I'm saying it's gonna apply to all white people, man. And it's gonna be based on survival. You can't keep giving. It's like y'all giving everybody else stuff, and y'all keep skipping over us. Like them little experiments in school, and how some of the white teachers give to the white students and just pass over the black student. Black student feel all bad. Man, you may hurt that student's feelings, but after a while, that student gonna be like, fuck you then. It's gonna turn into hatred. And it's not gonna be the kind of hatred where we're gonna necessarily lash out. It's gonna be a self-love, a self-righteous, a righteous hatred. Like, man, these people is our enemy, man. Yeah, let's go to work, do this and that, do what we gotta do, stock up weaponry, hide these caches among each other all over the country. We're gonna start doing for each other, man. You talking about nepotism. Like, you can't keep dogging out a certain sector of people, especially now that we delineated. You know, that means we galvanize and form like Voltron. Like, we on that level now. Like, you can't continue to ignore us and use benign neglect strategies, political strategies against us, man. You just gonna make us angry. And once we get angry, we just gonna completely shut down from hearing what y'all got to say. We don't hear nothing y'all got to say. Unless it's about what we need and what we want. So now you got black people still negotiating. It's gonna come a time we ain't gonna negotiate no more. Like, man, we ain't hear nothing y'all talk about. All right, we're here for our paycheck, do this and that. Y'all come around, we gonna be shutting doors, this business closed. Y'all talking about making land private for y'all, some of y'all white supremacists. How y'all feel when black people, FBA gonna start doing that? That works both ways. We don't have to come around y'all. See, that's where y'all think we have to come around y'all. We only really come around y'all because we gotta get work from y'all and education through y'all. But it's gonna come a time, man, we're gonna be a bottled up people, man. And y'all ain't gonna even be able to break through. It's gonna be a few black people who might be optimistic, who haven't learned the ways yet because they're still young. I'm telling you, man, hatred takes on different forms. Hatred is not evil. It's not really an evil attribute.
Turn left onto West Maple Road.
Hatred means you have utter disdain for something so bad that you don't want to be a part of it, man. Because somebody say, like poles of a magnet, hate each other. They hate each other, but you flip it around, they're attracted to each other. Different polarities, man. That's what hatred is. Hatred and love is. It's just polarities, man. It's all energy. You know? It's going to be that righteous hatred. It's not going to even be the hatred that seethe. I hate you. It ain't going to be that. It's going to be like, you come around, we ain't going to want to fuck with y'all. It ain't going to be no, like, because I hate you, just like, don't trust you. Don't know you. Don't need you. Don't want you around us. Man, you full of hatred. Oh, man. You already shown your hand. You're not trying to help us. Just gonna, like, you know, shrug you off. No empathy for you. You know? No, you help me. Okay, you help me. I help you. But it's gonna be limited to the individual. It's not gonna be like, oh, this white person helped me, so I'm gonna help all white people. Nope. To each his own. They're gonna have to earn their own. They're gonna have to earn each person gonna have to earn their own standing with each black person. Oh, this white person is cool, man. He helped me. Nope. You know him. I don't. That works both ways. White folks, white supremacists, or white people. Y'all keep unleashing these immigrants on us and trying to use them to sabotage us, man. We're starting to see who the real enemy is. Like, these people can only do this if you let them, and y'all letting them. Talking to y'all white people, y'all letting these black folks from the diaspora sow dissension amongst FBA, coming into our spaces and propping them up, talking about these are leaders. These is who to vote for, man. There's also gonna come a time, man, we're gonna start taking these folks out, man, to lunch, to a hell lunch. It gotta be done, man. That's the thing, man. Our survival depends on it, man. Can't allow you all to erase our existence, man. To erase history. And I'm seeing how y'all be changing history, man. What else have y'all changed, man? This is really an eye-opening thing, man. You know, you got white folks taking out slavery in the school books, history books. That's history, man. You don't have to like it, but that's what it is. I thought the truth meant something. But that's showing me and other black people, man, like, y'all trying to lie and change history, man. And if we don't resist it, y'all would just do it with ease. What else have y'all changed? It's making me reflect on a lot of things. The Bible, all this stuff, man. I know the Bible has been, the interpretations way off for a lot of things. What else have y'all changed? What else y'all lied about? Dinosaurs? I don't believe that. That don't really make sense. Those kind of creatures. It's been the same kind of food quality, really. Nutritional value in the plant life. How could it sustain those massive ass brontosauruses? Elephants can barely be sustained off the plant life. Just things ain't adding up, man. So what are these damn dinosaurs? Farces? Yeah, could be extraterrestrials for all we know. Or it might just be more to the story. You know. But it's making me reflect on a lot, and I hope it is for a lot of you black folks, because we hear the cliche, sound like cliche, maybe it's not really. Yeah, you can't trust the white man. What he put in the book? You really can't, man. Like, white people was actually right before our very eyes was trying to take our history, take out black slavery, say we some damn servants, indentured servants, or some immigrants. They're trying to say we immigrants, man. That's real serious. It's serious in the sense that let you know If they're doing that now in the world of information, man, where information is aplenty and the facts is everywhere, what have they did in the past, man? What have they changed? God wouldn't allow them to alter the Bible. Was it really the word of God in that Bible in the beginning? God, look at it like that. Let's start thinking, man. People are allowed to change truths. You got to start thinking about what else has been changed. What else lies have been altered and said they were true? What else truths that we thought were truths are really truths? Did these people, you got to start questioning the greats of even these white people, white society, man. Did they really invent these things? Did Isaac Newton, did he even really contribute what he contributed, or did he steal it from somebody? See there, white people, once you start lying about other stuff and start changing things, we have a right to start questioning everything in books now, because y'all taking out history and saying it's something else, and it wasn't. Y'all trying to say slavery was immigration, indentured servitude. It wasn't that bad. After y'all even made movies about how bad it was. And really y'all didn't go all in. Like once you start lying, once you lie, you got a right to start analyzing everything. Who really invented these things? Yeah, it's said. Albert Einstein theories, nuclear theories and all that stuff led to the atomic bomb. E equals MC squared. Was that really him who came up with that? Was that a black man or a Indian man?
Turn right onto Pickwood Drive.
Or some little child, genius child in Guatemala somewhere? You know, some eccentric child or something off in the jungle somewhere.
Turn right onto Pickwood Court.
Maybe he had a learning disability, but was a genius with math or science.
Turn right onto Pickwood Court. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Hey, what's really going on, man? I'm starting to question it all now. I'm starting to distrust it all. Well, we weren't slaves, huh? We was indentured servants. What else y'all lied about? We know that y'all lied and said Jesus was white. Come on, man. Come on, black people. Let's put our thinking caps on, man. Well, you got a whole society on television. What they call it? Critical race theory and all this stuff. Changing the definition of what racism is. They're trying to say it's a theory and not a fact. What else have they lied about? Can you trust them? These people, man, they're supposed to be educated, man. Doctors, scientists, engineers. They telling us lies and trying to make it stick. What else have they lied about, man? That's what I'm saying, man. Come on. This is very serious, man. This ain't no trivial question. The whole society we grew up in as children, went to schools, taught by these people, learn to trust in what they say, what they put before us in the book. But what else have they lied about, man? Can't keep lying, man, and think we're supposed to trust it all. And some lies will make you question everything, man. Critical race theory. Kanye say slavery is a choice. I understood it from another perspective, that the other choice was kamikaze, going all out. But our ancestors chose to play the long game and not risk mass extermination. You can look at it like that point. That's how I looked at it. Kanye say slavery is a choice. What did he mean? That's what I interpreted. But what did he mean about it? You know? really get to thinking about all this stuff, man. They tell us one thing about Jesus, and that's another thing, man. I came to the conclusion about the Trinity, about who God is, you know, dwelling on the questions, man. But I can't say it for a fact that the Bible is totally wrong. But I know some things is misinterpreted, especially about the parts, turn the other cheek and all this stuff. There's some context missing. Turn the other cheek. You know, what if a person keeps slapping you and keep turning the other cheek? So you mean Jesus just gonna keep turning the other cheek? He gonna be stuck turning the other cheek? Like he got something to do. He gonna walk away while he getting slapped, turning the other cheek? See, let's put our thinking caps on, man. Or is he gonna say, hey, stop breathing? You prevent me from doing something I need to do. You know? I interpret that to mean that Jesus was talking in a way that was saying, be forgiven to your fellow brother in Christ, brother in me, you know. It's not literally you keep turning the other cheek. You know, learn how to forgive each other. Sometimes it's best to turn the other cheek. Those are the contexts, man. You can't take it literally. See, but you have white tea people telling us we got to forgive everybody. Meanwhile, people on death row. Meanwhile, no white people in the media is telling each other to forgive this black person from harming a white person. Nobody ever says that. No white person in the media ever says anything about forgiving a black person of their crimes. Like, man, we can't trust them, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not all just click, man. Like, we got to deal with them. Because that's all we got. We've been born into the system of theirs they set up. And we got to deal with them, man. But we really can't really trust them as a collective. Maybe on an individual level, see? It all comes down to that. We got to deal with people on an individual level. You can't just throw them all in a book, in the pot and say, oh, this is how they all are, or most likely are. And even that, we can't not let our guard down, even though we judging people on an individual basis. You know, if a collective has a general propensity to do something, you got to roll with that. But you still deal with each individual. Then you throw them back in the pot when it comes to certain subject matters. You know, self-interest, racial self-interest, you gotta throw them into the pot. No matter if it's a cool white person, they most likely gonna side with the collective. Oh, this white person helped me get a job. Yeah, they cool in that regard. You know, but when they on a jury having to judge what a black person has done, they're gonna choose the white person word and side with them if they was victims. That's how it is, man. We really gotta go in with skepticism now, man, more than ever. Somebody put a book in our faces that tell us math. I was watching a show called The Foundation. It was going on and on, basically about how math is like magic in a sense and predict the future. What they call it, some kind of, I guess, mathematics where they can predict the behavior of populations, and they found out, you know, some catastrophic stuff was happening in the future. I don't get no spoilers. But it's just something, man, it just made me think, man, because I came to conclusions, man. I and my own. Like, they tell us 1 + 1 = 2. But in reality, man, no two things are equal, man. And you hear back in the day, you know, be white people, they're talking about racism. One white guy said, there's no such thing as equality. No two things are alike. So they'll tell us the truth every now and then. They'll mix it in with the lies. That's true. That's absolutely true. There's no two things that are exactly identical. So how could two things being added together equal sum of both those things, as if they was equal? Wow, how could 1 + 1 = 2? It would more so be like 1 + 1 ± 1 ± = 2 ±. It'll be something like that. But they, you know, scientists, whites and white lab coats, I like to call them, they probably say, well, it's so minuscule, you might as well just say it's 2. But that's not the truth, though. 1 + 1 does not equal 2. On one hand, you have the number 1, and on another hand, you have the number 1. Let's say they existed in a physical sense. If you scrutinize each one down to the atomic level, one of those ones will have less atoms and molecules than the other one. Or that other one might be made out of a slightly different material than that other one. And then when you add them together, how could they equal 2? 2 of what? 2 of what? What? 1 + 1 = 2 of what? The same? Or something similar? See, man, it's about precision, man. Absolute precision. But you can't really get it in this reality. So you got to accept the non-precision that we're given. That's why I have it on my Twitter X space. Like, justice is not really equality, because equality is impossible to achieve, being that no two things are alike. But you got to strive anyway to try to make things equal, and that'll lead to justice, man. You got a lot of hypocrisy in this world, folks. People tell us to love each other, be forgiven, but people is on death row. So those are the people nobody forgives, right? Come on, man. Let's stop playing with this stuff, man. Everybody playing around out here. You know? Just let that sink in, folks. You'll never see on the media, in the media, you'll never see no white folks saying, come on, man, let's get a black person the benefit of the doubt, or I don't think he did it, or I don't think she did it. No benefit of the doubt, man. And we have been conditioned. And I should say this, not so much anymore. We have been tricked into believing that we have been conditioned to think a certain way about each other. And I'll tell you how. See, white people, they be propping up these immigrants and these tethers, and they've been doing it for a long time, even back during civil rights. They've been propping up these black faces to go along with what they say. And then they point to them, and they rally behind them and try to make them the faces of all black people, of FBA. But that's not the case, man. I'm telling y'all, man, how to really get white society's attention, man, is to be more secretive about stuff. That's one thing white people don't really like. White tea people. Some of y'all like to say that. They don't like when black people is being clandestine, man, in our behavior, in our words. They know it too, man. They know it. They know it based on their past experiences and stereotypes. Like, man, this guy's holding back. Now, this woman is holding back. She's not being forthcoming like the other black people. Laughing everything. That's how you gotta be, man. That's the only way for them to really change, man. We don't really have to do anything crazy. Just start being more clandestine. You know, when they come around, get silent, they get the picture because they don't like that. And some of y'all may think, yeah, then they go to war with us. Then that's how it's gonna have to be. But it ain't gonna be based on something we did or something crazy they can accuse us of. But that's the thing, man. Like, when you fight an enemy based on righteousness, man, you'll win. Our universe will side with us, man. Can't be wicked, man. That's one thing about the society, man. It's good and evil doesn't really exist like that. But if you start exuding too much, see, the thing about evil is destruction. Pure evil is total, is a bomb. It has no rhyme or reason. And our universe will get rid of it. It's not because it's mystical evil. It's that a thing that's purely evil is purely destructive. Like, this motherfucker is like a virus. Not even a virus, just destroying things without reason. Our universe will get rid of it. Adolf Hitler, all these people, man, all these human beings who exuded pure evil things uncharacteristic of a human, that went above and beyond what a human being is how it's supposed to operate. You start operating way outside your bounds. Now, this human being is supposed to heal the planet. I created these human beings to be a tool to shepherd my planet. And look what this human being is doing. Destroying my planet. Destroying the people, the other people who's supposed to shepherd and keep the planet in good health. I'm about to get this motherfucker out of here. You dead. It's laws, man. Rules, laws, all energy. All the tyrants of civilization have been killed, smited. You don't really hear too much about them reaching old age and all that stuff. Unless they've been hiding or something, they might get away with it. But then what else happened? Their children bite the dust, man. Unless their children do 180 away from what their parent did, then they probably survive through history. We could probably read up on it. Man, we gotta get real, man. We gotta start looking at things the way it is, man. We've been deceived, man. We keep being deceived. And a lot of you non-FBA black people, y'all not blameless, man. Y'all complicit in it. A lot of y'all too far gone, man. A lot of y'all, man, y'all like the broken eggs for the omelet, man. Y'all not supposed to survive. Y'all not really supposed to survive.
Drive south on Orchard Lake Road for a half.
Y'all supposed to fade away. Like, how you gonna come from a place of shitholeness and then look down on the people who made a way for y'all over here, man? And then minimize that. Because now y'all haughty, uppity, and haughty. Oh, I've done this. Look what I've done. Look what the white man has allowed me to do. Not realizing that the FBA on this USA land had to die to put in work, real resistance, not no just protesting, in order to change white people's opinions about black people in general. Throughout all that racism, even a little bit, it changed a little bit. And this is the result of that little bit of change. Their opinions change of us a little bit. Like, maybe we should give these black people something, man. That mindset, look, that little bit, this would happen. We got a lot of gains with that little mindset, man. And white folks just changing their mind a little bit, even though a lot of them are still racist towards us. Man, just give them something, man. Keep browbeating somebody that might give you something. But you don't go around the people who did that to allow you all to come over here, man, enjoy these You know, you can sit in Starbucks, feel uppity as a black person from Africa, the Caribbean, or South America somewhere, from England. Fold your legs and talk to your white co-workers and about the new project, this and that. Fold your newspaper, you know, look at your smartphone. Don't think that came because that's the natural progression of white society. That came because we did something about it. We changed their mind a little bit. FBA did that. If we didn't do that, it'd be just like over there from where you fled from. A third, second world, fourth world country, man. Don't y'all get it? Y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to understand that's why we delineate. Y'all don't understand, man. Like, us foundational black Americans have changed the world, man. You'd be like running right into the fire, into the skillet, man. Into the oven, as they say. If we didn't do nothing, if we didn't stand for nothing, we just took it, laid down and took it, nothing would have changed, man. Not a damn thing would have changed. It'll still be it'll be worse than Jim Crow. And y'all wouldn't even want to come over here then. It would be no reason to come over here if everything was still amplified Jim Crow. Why would y'all want to come over here? If we just bowed down and didn't do nothing, and we didn't make a difference for nothing. Y'all like to say, yeah, some of y'all African folk, yeah. What have you doing for us lately? No, man, you can't say that, man. Because that's why we delineating. We're going to teach y'all a lesson, man. We're going to teach y'all a lesson because y'all need to understand the lesson, man. Y'all never going to learn it any other way. Y'all got to learn it by being forced to get out here and do what we did. Y'all going to have to do it on your own. And then y'all can pop y'all collar. Y'all get something going. And even that to a certain extent because we already got it going. Y'all done started from scratch. But y'all not going to understand until y'all get your hands dirty. Y'all got to get your hands dirty, and we're going to help y'all get it by delineating. So y'all don't want to get your hands dirty so y'all know, but then white folks going to look at y'all differently. So y'all can't deal with it. Y'all don't have the stomach for it. It's too late, man. Y'all should have, if you had y'all side with us, that's the thing. Y'all could have pretended to be doing something, just not working against us. And we could have still been doing the heavy lifting. Y'all didn't even have enough sense to do that, to pretend like y'all was down. That's the thing. Y'all can't even pretend. Y'all couldn't even pretend. Y'all just flat out tell us no racism and stop complaining y'all not getting reparations. Those are murderous. You need to be killed on the spot offenses, man. Coming over here telling FBA what we don't deserve as far as reparations. You deserve to be killed. I'm talking to you black people of the diaspora, politicians who say things like that. It's not in y'all right to say these things, and y'all can't say because y'all didn't get them. It's not about you. It's about us, man. That's the thing y'all need to understand. It's about us. It ain't about you. It's free? I don't know. Trying to get something. Monday through Saturday too. I don't know, but it ain't free then. What? Yeah, I'm looking at this meter, folks. Man, this order, man. What the hell this shit is? But yeah, folks, to be continued.